J Drone here. What's going on, guys? So this is a 011. It normally comes with, I believe, a battery just like this JJRC, a 260 milliamp an hour. If you want to upgrade it, you could go to a BWHOOP battery, and you can see the connection here. I have a 500 milliamp an hour, which is generally a lossy connection. I've snipped the top pieces of it off that we could put it in here. The only thing you have to be aware of is the positive and negative. You can see the positive to the left. You can't see the negative, but you can see the positive to the left. And what you could also do is just match up these plugs, plug that in, and make sure you're getting your positive on the right side and your negative on the right side, and then plug that in correspondingly. I don't know what type of flight time we're gonna get out of this, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna go for a flight time FPV run using the jumper on the Viper goggles. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we go. We are going to take off. This isn't going to be a real skilled flight. We are going to have some fun with it. We are going to push this drone. Again, I'm using a 500 milliamp an hour battery. It is thinner than your X5C batteries. Your X5C batteries are generally 500 milliamp an hour too, but they're more squarish, even though they're rectangle, and this is like a super rectangle, like a long rectangle. So this is working good. Drone seems to be working fine, and we're going to see what type of flight time we get. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We got over a 6-minute flight time. We got close to a 7-minute flight time. So if you want to click in, y'all want to watch the rest of the video, boo on you, but you know the time. If you're busy and you needed to know that time, you want to do this mod, we got around a 7-minute flight time. Bam, little under the chair whoopage. We will do some gaps. We'll do some under the chair gaps. We'll do some quick flying on the floor and whatnot. So this should be interesting for some people. This should be entertaining. This isn't just going to be a long, drawn-out video of J Drone flying a drone in a building here in the resort suite that we're in. Hopefully this is entertaining for you guys. Again, you can do this with the BWHOOP. Bam, smack the wife's computer. She's like, what? You can do this with the BWHOOP. You can do this with the jumper drone. Any drone that takes the same type of connection as I showed you in the beginning that the BWHOOPs tape was like, oh, let me get out of here. You can do this with. You just literally have to snip the left and right of the lossy connection. It'll plug right in. Just make sure you got your positive and negative correct. If you do get your positive and negative wrong, you will get reverse polarity. The propellers will spin, disconnect it immediately, and then put it the right way, and you should be good. It shouldn't damage anything. Bam! Hardcore smack. There's an uneven piece, center divider in between the rooms that if I hit, I kind of get tumbled over. So we'll hit that 1 or 2 more times throughout the course of the video, but we're going to go ahead and get back up in the air for you now. We're going to kind of cruise on the ground, and again, there's one of those dividers there too. The drone will flip. If I hit that, the drone will flip, and check this out. What? Ooh, almost had it. Almost had it. This is muscle memory, guys. This is AMSO. This is just building muscle memory on the sticks. This is good for you. Just like Wheaties is good for you, flying FPV in small, short, confined areas, hitting gaps, hitting small, tight gaps is good for you. Here we go. Here we go. What? Clean, super clean. So the first time I kind of got banged around. The second time we were able to do it. This will build your time on the sticks. It'll build your time in the goggles. And if we can remember that little divider's there, we can get situated here and actually get a complete flight. The total flight time in goggles here, we're going to go ahead and reverse back. The total flight time in goggles here, the recorded time, we got, what do we get here? I think it was like 7:30 or 7:40 or something. I've snipped a bit of the front of it, that way we got right into the flight, and considering all the crashes, that's why I'm saying we probably hit about a 7-minute flight here. I was also messing with this battery beforehand, so there's a possibility if you are not flying super crazy, you might be able to get an 8-minute flight. The battery was really drained. It was below 7.4 when I put it down. The AMSO crashing all over the place. I put it on basic charger just to check the voltage, and it was below that I'm not going to say super safe value. It was below the storage value because 7.4 would be around what you would want to store your battery at and come back and it'll be good. So it drained down to, I'm thinking 7.2ish, 7.2ish. I really put a draw on the battery, which is good. We got a nice flight time out of this. Anybody can do this. The way that I snip the lossy connections is simple. Get yourself a pair of toenail clippers or fingernail clippers. The edges that stick out, just go in and snip them off. You can then put a JST, you can put a lossy connection in a JST connection. You can also put it in one of these connections. I'm not sure of the square little itty bitty connector that the BWHOOPs have. Bam, we are messing up horribly here. But as you can see, we are getting quickly to the drone. That way we're not chewing up too much time here, resetting and getting back in the air as quickly as possible. That way we can continue to put a nice draw on this battery. I didn't want it to kick into LVC mode and not get an accurate assessment on this. This was a complete success, guys. I think they're Hubsan batteries. I think the 500 milliamp an hour skinny batteries are Hubsan batteries. They might have been off of the yellow Hubsan. What? That was a super nice gap right there. They might have been off the Hubsan. I think it was a Hornet. Hubsan Hornet, a yellow drone that did not have a camera on it, and quite frankly did not fly that well unless you had it on the jumper. It was jumpable, and we are just knocking all over the place here. There's a very good possibility that the voltage is pretty low on this, that I'm not getting full power, but we're already sitting close to 6 minutes. So if that's the case, again, this was a successful run, but I'm going to show you we still got power here. We're still going to fly for a little bit. We are going to really press the issue here on this battery. Is it a good battery? Is it a good backup battery? Absolutely. I'm signing off on this 300%. I will try it with the BWHOOPs. I tried it with this one first just because I know this mentally should weigh lighter than the BWHOOPs, just because I have a super plastic canopy on this and I have an AIO in it, versus the BWHOOPs that actually have a little camera that are going to a transmitter and a heavy plastic canopy. Although I have one stripped down where I have an AIO in that canopy, and that one's considerably lighter. So we'll do some testing with both of them. I'll let you know what'll work good. But as far as this goes, any type of ducted 3.7 volt whoop, I'm going to sign off. You're probably going to get a lot better flight time if you're going to use a really skinny 500 milliamp an hour battery, 3.7 of course. And again, you can see me flying here. After the initial thought that I might have had a little bit low battery sag, we're still flying here. We're doing well. And we're just going in and out of the rooms. Again, just to put a burn on this, just to get an accurate assessment of how this battery is going to perform, how the drone is going to perform. I did feel the motors after this flight. I thought they were going to be hot. They're barely warm. And I did have the heat on in here despite the fact being in Florida. It's a little bit chilly outside. The wife is cold, so the heat was running, so it's not like there's air conditioning cooling these brushed motors. Guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. My wife said that lights were blinking, so we kind of just stopped right here, and I'm signing off.